What strategies enhance motivation when you lack drive? Perhaps you have a to-do list but don't want to do the work. Maybe you have zero motivation due to procrastination. Or perhaps maybe your fuel tank is on empty. I've been there, so let's talk about it. This video is for you. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Wintonio and I am the founder of a mental health startup called Mind Designer. And this topic matters a lot to me for that reason. I focus a lot on thinking about how to create solutions for people in the mental health space. And of course, that means I also think about how to help people improve the quality of their lives. And a lot of that work starts with the mind. Do you have the right mindset? Let's find out. The tricky thing about motivation is that it's generally not the real problem at hand. All right, we oftentimes focus too much on thoughts and feelings rather than behaviors or actions, right? So you or I could have the motivation to do something and still not act. So why is that? Let's talk about what that's about, because motivation, right? What is motivation? It's effectively potential, but the motivation has no substance without taking action. And oftentimes it's emotional or intellectual that drives motivation. But you still need to have the willingness to take action for there to be change. So speaking for myself, I am the founder of a mental health startup. Nobody is telling me what to do or when to do it. Unless I take action, nothing gets done, right? And so how is it that I'm able to maintain consistency and productivity? Because I don't always have the motivation either, for sure not. There can be days when I have overwhelmed feelings or too much excitement to take action, but the motivation's there, but I still fail to act. Why is that? So personally, I am someone who loves to learn. I've earned a couple of master's degrees in my day, and I can tell you that I didn't always feel like doing the work. But I understand that what made it possible for me to succeed is by having systems in place. So the analogy I could use for this is our physical bodies. Okay, your mind, your brain, your body, they all work in concert, and in many ways behind the scenes that we are unaware of, right? We are still learning about our brains and how it all functions, and there are things that it does that we don't even know about. Same with our bodies. We understand our bodies fairly well, but even still, when you have a body, a machine to use, right? When you feed your body and you give it food, your body already knows what to do. And so that's a system, all right? Same thing with train tracks. You could be the conductor of a train and not necessarily know how to get to your destination, but you don't have to know because the train tracks are guiding you to that destination, all right? So same thing in life. If you have an objective to achieve, it's not your motivation that will get you there. It's your systems that help you stay disciplined and focused. You don't lack motivation, you lack systems. But hey, if you are enjoying this content, by all means, support this channel, hit like, hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So on this channel, we like to talk about how to find the motivation you need to transform your life. And I have chosen to do so by focusing on a framework that I created called the 10 Principles of Self-Mastery. And in this case, motivation isn't the issue. Generally, it's never the issue. And that's why these 10 principles help us contextualize the problems we're focusing on or trying to overcome, because it generally requires a slight mental shift to see your situation differently. All right. And so, ironically, right, to see your situation differently, the principle that most applies to this challenge of enhancing your motivation when you lack drive, the best way to do that is by having clarity of vision. The truth is that motivation is temporary, but identity-driven discipline is permanent. Okay? So, what are you doing? Do you know why you are doing it? And where are you trying to go? These are very, very basic questions to answer, but if you do have the answers to this, perhaps you do have the motivation and don't need to watch this video. But frankly, if you haven't answered those questions, you'll always be floundering. You'll always have no sense of direction, because what's driving you is not your motivation. What's driving you is fear. The truth is, you don't need more motivation. You need higher standards. It's time to decide, who do you want to be? And clarity of vision can give you that North Star to aim for, right? Who do you want to be? Are you behaving like that person? And does that person behave like you? Is that person more disciplined than you? Is that person more focused than you? Does that person have the right systems in place to help him or her achieve their goals? All right? Better systems, more routines, because again, motivation, our feelings, our emotions, they come and go. But if you have systems in place, right, you'll always know, it's 6 o'clock, it's time to feed the cat. That's a system. It's 5 o'clock, it's time to go for my run. It's Tuesday, time to go see my counselor. It's Saturday, let's go hang out with the guys. They want to do, capture of the flag or something, or whatever, soccer, football, right? I got things to do that help me maintain a great work-life balance. What are these things that help you live the best life you can live? And oftentimes we delay those experiences because we are afraid of what could happen or what will not happen. But if you have clarity of vision about where you want to go, oftentimes the things that we are concerned about seem to kind of just fade away. They're not that important because what you're focused on is the only thing that's important to you. So, if clarity of vision is the problem, how do we implement a strategy that will enhance our motivation and allow us to get things done despite how we feel on any particular day? The way to do that is by creating systems around the tasks you want to do. Now, none of this is easy. All of this will take time. You have to sit down with yourself and say, okay, who am I? What is it I want to do? What are the most important tasks or objectives to me right now? And what is it I need to do to get that stuff done? Okay, that's the first step. Once you've identified those tasks and or objectives that matter to you, yeah, how are you going to go about getting that stuff done? Don't leave it up to chance and just kind of wing it, right? Don't kind of just go about it in a very casual way. I recommend that you create a plan, action, so that you can fully understand what is needed from you in this moment. Okay, this is what winning is all about. Winning is in the preparation. It all happens before the game is played. Are you living a purpose-driven life? With systems in place, you can achieve anything you put your mind to. Have the right mindset, take your time, be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself, and understand that all of this is a process. But if you are lacking motivation, perhaps you're simply focused on the wrong things. What are the most important tasks in front of you right now? Create systems around those tasks and watch how much easier things get. Watch how much more consistent you become. Watch how much faster the results begin to appear. Maybe you already know what I'm talking about, maybe not. But if you are ready to deepen your journey of self-discovery, please consider your Essence Workbook. It's a comprehensive collection of wellness and CBT exercises designed to help you deepen your self-awareness. So please check it out. Your Essence Workbook. The link is in the description. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Please leave a comment down below on your thoughts on the principle of clarity of vision. And if you have a story to tell, please, by all means, do so. I'd love to hear from you. All right? But in the meantime, please, again, hit like, hit subscribe. We're just getting started. So I'll see you soon.